Welcome, everybody. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join us for our nonprofit town hall hosted by the Community Foundation. My name is Bailey Ribb, and I am the Development and Communications Coordinator of the Foundation. Just a few housekeeping rules before we begin on the next slide. Just wanted to go over that. As you may have noticed, all participants are muted and in listen mode only. This is just to ensure that there are no outside noises or interruptions during the presentation. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we ask that you please type them in the chat box. We have members of the foundation staff monitoring the chat box, so they'll be available to answer any questions that you have or address any concerns regarding the presentation. And then following today's presentation, an email will be sent to all of you containing a recording and any answers to any questions that have been asked. So please keep an eye out on the next day or so for that. But with all of that, I'm going to pass it over to our Director of Community Engagement, Miss Olivia Paul.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Olivia Paul, and I am the Director of Community Engagement. We are excited to share some important information about our organization and what you can expect in 2024 from your community foundation. First, I'd like to recognize our President and CEO, Alicia Dix. Unfortunately, Alicia could not be with us today. Hopefully, you will have an opportunity to engage with her during future town halls, community events, and the like. I cannot say enough about her leadership. She is forward-thinking and fosters a workplace culture that includes integrity, teamwork, transparency, accountability, and inclusiveness. Alicia values people and seeks to connect resources, individuals, and groups to address issues and create long-lasting, positive community impact for all while being a good steward of fund holder investments. So what is a community foundation? The first community foundation was established in 1914 and has grown to over 1,000 throughout the country and around the world. The key objective of foundations is to improve the lives of people. Through fund holder investments, community foundations build endowments capable of meeting future needs while addressing current challenges. Often looked as just a funder with dollars going out the door to support nonprofit needs, they play a key role in helping to identify and solve complex issues. Support can come in the form of funding, being a resource, partnership, and collaboration. The Community Foundation of Herkimer and Oneida counties was established in 1952 and has invested more than $100 million in Herkimer and Oneida counties, built hundreds of innovative community partnerships, and made lasting community improvements. So as I mentioned, I would like to specifically talk about the community investment team, our work and our strategy for 2024. The community investment team's goal is to help you, our nonprofit partners, fulfill your goals, whether it be through grant opportunities, providing other resources, or acting as a conduit to foster greater collaborations. So to best illustrate our work, I'd like to draw your attention to the umbrella of community investment exhibit. First, I'd like to point out equity is at the center of all that we do to create a vibrant region and opportunity for all. From a community investment standpoint, there are three major funding streams. Much of today's discussion will be centered around funding opportunities and future grant rounds, which you will hear about shortly. Neighborhood revitalization is also a major component of our work, which includes strategic projects, navigation, and not to mention our key initiatives, such as workforce, green and healthy homes, food insecurity, and homelessness. Now, for those of you that joined us this time last year, looking back, I am pleased to inform you that the Community Foundation staff collectively and successfully implemented and executed our 2023 Community Investment Strategy. Several grant rounds were offered, including open and competitive grants, focused and specific grants, and invitation-only grants. We hope we were able to better assist you with your strategic plan in 2023 by identifying all of our grant rounds at the start of the year and streamlining the application and reporting process. More than $11 million were invested in the community in 2023 through various channels, including grant rounds, neighborhood revitalization efforts, and strategic investments, such as Camden Life Center, MUC, Rome Health, ArtSpace, Art Herkimer, and others. 1,700 grants were awarded and 575 organizations were supported. There was a vast range of investments by program area, such as human services, education, environmental, public affairs, and human rights, to name a few. As you can see, there was support for varying types of nonprofit agencies and program areas. Now, let's look at what you can expect in 2024. Our strategy not only includes grant opportunities, but continued partnerships and collaborations. Ongoing transparency is essential as we work together for our residents and our community. Often, our grant rounds are generously supported by and directed by our fund holders who invest in our region. Our first grant round, Education, Health, and Science, will open on February 1st and end February 29th. It will be geared towards projects, programs, or activities that aim to transmit knowledge, strengthen skills, and/or teach a particular topic or trade. Projects, programs, or activities that aim to nurture and improve physical, mental, or social well-being, and projects, programs, or activities that study or enhance scientific objectives, such as physical science, life science, or social sciences. Some of our grant rounds are broad and others are specific, such as the library and first responders grant rounds. We encourage you to visit our website regularly for Community Foundation news and updates. Please note all grant rounds will be posted on our website in the next day or so for your review and consideration. And lastly, more collaboration and engagement should be expected from us. We will be planning more nonprofit site visits, nonprofit convenings with similar interests and specific goals, increasing our direct mailings, and more active on social media. Other focus areas will include capacity building and neighborhood revitalization as we continue to create more equitable outcomes for all. You will hear about a few other value-added resources later in this presentation. But next, you will hear from Jackie, our Director of Business Systems and Strategy, who has exciting news to share as the Community Foundation continues to invest in technology and provide ways to interact in an easier format and eliminate cumbersome ways of submitting information. Jackie?
Thank you, Olivia, and good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be with you today to tell you about some exciting, certainly interesting technological advances we're making here at the Community Foundation. Last year, we began our new partnership with Foundant, a cloud-based software company that works to make philanthropy easier and more impactful. They focus on the unique needs of community foundations like us and other funders, so we can deliver more streamlined and accessible technology solutions to all of our constituents, and that includes donors, fund holders, and you, our nonprofit partners. Today, we are launching the first element of our new comprehensive software with the introduction of a new online grant application portal. This password-protected portal for grantees will be your one-stop shop for all-in-one grant management. From this centralized site, you will submit your grant applications, monitor the status of your submissions, submit all required paperwork and follow-up reporting, and build an archive of documentation from projects we've partnered on with you. We hope that by creating a streamlined process for intake, tracking, communication, and analysis, the grant application portal provides all stakeholders the tools and information needed to save time and resources on the more tactical tasks associated with managing a grant. This new portal is available right now, and in a moment, we'll walk you through how to find it on our website and how to create an account for your organization. We encourage you to familiarize yourself with the new portal so you're ready to apply for a grant when the time comes. All 2024 grants will need to be submitted through this new site, and that begins on February 1st with the launch of our Education, Health, and Sciences grant round. I do want to mention that many other local and regional partners also work with Foundant to offer grant application portals. So perhaps you're already familiar with how the site looks and works. User accounts are not the same for all funders, so you will still need to create a new account here at the Community Foundation on our portal, even if you already have one with another funder that may use Foundant. So let's jump right in. You can access the grant portal directly from the Community Foundation's website. That's foundationhoc.org. And you click the grant portal link in the blue toolbar at the top of the page to access it. We've prepared a brief video, which we'll play now, that walks you through how to create an account on the portal, as well as to find available grant opportunities, submit an application, and manage the life cycle of your grant through the portal's dashboard. The video you're about to see, as well as written instructions and other resources, are all available on our website. This link will be sent out via email after today's town hall and is also available from the portal login page. So let's press play.
Hello, and welcome to the Community Foundation's Grant Portal tutorial. In this video, we will walk you through the portal registration and grant application workflow. We will also show you how to navigate your dashboard and manage any existing requests. To get started, go to the Community Foundation's website and click Grant Portal in the blue bar at the top of the screen. Consider bookmarking our website for easy access, as you will use this portal when applying or managing all of your grant requests. If you've already created an account, enter your email address and password and click Log On. You can also click Forgot Your Password to reset your password if needed. If you haven't created an account yet, click the Create New Account button. This brings you to the registration form, where you will first enter information about your organization. Required fields are marked with an asterisk. The tax ID and telephone number fields require information to be input in a specific format which contains dashes. If your organization is fiscally sponsored by another entity, enter all zeros for the tax ID and click yes to the question, are you fiscally sponsored? If you are fiscally sponsored or share a tax ID with another organization, you may receive an alert that the tax ID you have entered is already registered. You can ignore this warning and proceed with registration. Next, you will enter your information. Click the gray Copy Address from Organization button in the top left if your address is the same as you previously entered for the organization, and this will pre-fill those fields here. The email address entered here will be your personal username to access the portal. You will then be asked if you are your organization's top-ranking executive, such as the president, CEO, or board chair. If you are not your organization's top executive, you will be asked to provide their information. The last step is to enter a password that will be used in conjunction with your email address to access the portal. Passwords must be at least 6 characters long and may contain capital or lowercase letters, numbers, or special characters. You should receive an automated email confirming your account registration. Making sure that you have received this email helps ensure that you'll receive other important communications about your application. Now you'll arrive at the Apply page, where you can see all available grant opportunities, along with any deadlines and details about each. Click Apply in the top menu at any time to return to this page. Click the gray Preview button to view application questions before beginning an application. Once ready to begin, click the blue Apply button. The Copy Previous Answers button gives applicants the opportunity to pre-fill answers to identical questions from applications they have previously submitted through our grant portal. The Collaborate button allows you to invite other people to view, edit, or submit the application on your organization's behalf. Collaborators will receive an invitation inviting them to make a profile and become an additional user for your organization. The contact information that you provided at registration is visible at the top of the form. You can make edits to your personal information if needed by clicking the pencil icon. To update organizational information, please contact the Community Foundation. If you'd like to print a paper copy of the form, click Question List. The application deadline will be shown at the top of the form. Required questions are marked with an asterisk, and these must be completed in order to submit the form. The system will let you know if you have exceeded any character limits, and you'll need to fit your response within these limits before you can submit. The system auto-saves your work every 100 characters you type and when you click out of a question. You can also click Save at any time. If you decide to withdraw your application at any time before submitting it, you can click the Abandon Request button. When you're ready to submit the application, click the Submit button. If any required questions were missed, the system lists those for you, and you'll need to respond to those questions and then click Submit again. It's important to note the form cannot be edited once it has been submitted. When your application is successfully submitted, you'll see a confirmation message on screen and receive a confirmation email. Now let's talk about your applicant dashboard, where you can access and manage any existing request. Click the Home icon to reach your dashboard at any time. The Active Requests tab contains your draft applications, submitted requests still under consideration, as well as any approved requests that have pending payments or associated reporting. The Historical Requests tab contains any of your other requests that are now complete. For approved requests, you will also see award details, including payment installments and follow-up tasks that have been assigned. Grants awarded through a competitive grant round now require the recipient to sign a funding agreement before funds are dispersed. The funding agreement form will be listed under follow-up forms and can be accessed by clicking the blue Start button to the right. You will be notified via email of approvals, and instructions will be provided to complete the funding agreement form via the portal. Follow-up reporting will also be completed through the portal. Applicants will receive an email reminder 2 weeks prior to the scheduled due date, as well as reminders should a report become past due. To see all requests your organization has made since the grant portal was implemented, click Organization History in the top white toolbar and go to the Request History tab. When you're ready to leave the portal, click your name in the top right corner and select Sign Out. You can also edit your personal information, including your password, from this menu as well. If you have any questions or require assistance, please contact the Community Foundation. Hello.
So now that everyone knows how to create an account and is excited to jump right in, we wanted to celebrate the launch of the grant portal by offering a special prize. 10 organizations that create a grant portal account by February 1st will be randomly selected to win a $100 prize. Winners will be notified in the first week of February, and prizes will be awarded as grants that are mailed to your organization. We'll be on the lookout for duplicate registrations, so please work together to designate somebody, a single person in your organization, to create the new account. If you need additional users to submit applications on behalf of your organization, you can invite them by using that collaborator button we just learned about, or contact us at grants@foundationhoc.org to assist. Please use this email address anytime you are in need of assistance with the portal, should you encounter any issues, or even if you just have questions. We're always happy to help. Our goal is to make the transition to the new portal as easy as possible for our partners. As mentioned earlier, the grant application portal is just the first milestone in a multi-part comprehensive software project that spans the next 12 months or so. In late spring, the Community Foundation's core administrative software will be converting over to Foundant as well. We anticipate this will create minimal disruption for our nonprofit partners, but your patience and support during a major project like this is always appreciated. For those nonprofits that have or maybe are considering creating an agency fund with us, we will be launching a fund holder portal in late summer. From here, you will be able to access fund statements, contribution and distribution histories, and much more. And finally, we'll be launching a scholarship administration portal in 2025. This will help manage the more than 150 scholarships our funds award to students each year. Thank you so much for your time today. I really hope the grant application portal and these other new enhancements are valuable tools that will make it easier for us all to work together. Next up is Joe Wicks, our Community Investment Strategic Manager, to share more about other tools and resources available.
Thanks, Jackie. It's great to see everyone on the call today, and thanks to the team for getting this all set up, and of course for your patience during our technology things. Again, my name is Joe Wicks, and I've been at the Community Foundation for almost 6 years. I'm a part of the community investment team, and I work on many of the community development and economic development projects across both Herkimer and Oneida County. So as you can see here, this wheel and the focus of supporting the mission of the nonprofit. So looking at the wheel here, we can see that there are many ways the Community Foundation supports the mission of our nonprofits. There are 10 ways listed here, but of course, we know that there are more than this. I won't go through each item individually, but I know many of the nonprofit organizations on the call today have been able to take advantage of these opportunities. First, I just want to highlight the partnership and collaboration on the top left there in the gold color. I know that for myself, this is a key, and we feel very strongly about the people and organizations that we work closely together, not only to share resources and ideas, but to generate true community change. We're always encouraging collaboration. For far too long, many organizations have been working in silos, trying to go it alone, but we know that we can definitely do better together. Another item I want to highlight real quick is the grant rounds item just to the left of the partnership and collaboration in the plum color. We work hard together as a team to make sure there are multiple funding opportunities every year that allow for the grant process for nonprofits. We, of course, and our donors want the funding to get out into the community, and we really want it to work and make a difference in our neighborhoods in the 2 counties. And as Olivia previously mentioned, these are just a few of the ways that the Community Foundation can support the missions of the many nonprofits across our region. Now I want to take a moment and introduce a few other Community Foundation team members that will share some other value-added benefits that each of you may or may not be aware of. Again, we're not going to discuss all the items in detail, but we'll just be highlighting a few. So I'm going to turn it over to Ellie to discuss our funding opportunities catalog. Thanks.
Thanks, Joe. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ellie Arnone Earl, and I am the Development and Fund Holder Engagement Strategist here at the Foundation. I'll be sharing some information about our funding opportunities catalog with you. The Funding Opportunities Catalog was created just over a year ago as an avenue for nonprofit organizations to share small project and program needs with our donors that support the community. We're very happy to be able to share that in this past year, our fund holders have given almost $15,000 to support the projects in that catalog. So how can you become a part of the catalog? Well, there's a short form on our website where you can share your organization needs that are under $2,500. Our team will review your submissions and post them to the catalog on our website. Once your submission has been added to the catalog, that opportunity will remain up for 90 days for donors to view and hopefully support. If your opportunity is not funded, please do not get discouraged because you can always submit that same opportunity as many times as you would like. We encourage our fund holders to visit the catalog each month as part of our fund holder newsletter, and even feature some of the opportunities in the catalog in that newsletter that we send out. So we want to remind you that we don't know which donors view the catalog on any given day. So make sure that your needs are shared often and regularly, as the right donor could be out there at any time for you. Another thing that we want you to keep in mind is that this is simply an additional resource for you to share your organization's needs. It's not tied to any particular grant round, so you can still submit applications to any of the grant rounds that Olivia discussed earlier. Many of you have been sharing opportunities throughout this past year, and we encourage you to continue to do so. And for those of you who have not had the chance to submit one yet, we really hope to see your projects and programs on the catalog very soon. And now I'd like to introduce Tiffany Thomason from our marketing team.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Tiffany, and I am the Public Relations Coordinator here at the Community Foundation. Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about all things marketing and communication. To maintain constant communication with our nonprofit partners, like many of you, we send out a monthly nonprofit e-newsletter featuring any relevant Community Foundation updates, funding opportunities, information on upcoming events, what's happening around the community. We'll highlight different nonprofits and more. This is just one way we like to share important information with our partners. Many of you are likely already on our email list, but if you aren't and you'd like to be added, please email info@foundationhoc.org to be added to the distribution list. We offer a few different services in terms of marketing support for our nonprofits as well as nonprofit agency funds, which we'll dive into a little bit later in this presentation. The items marked with an asterisk are services specific to agency funds, which include creating a custom fund webpage, a custom donation form, and also custom donation envelopes as well. Now, for nonprofits, our team can assist with spreading the word about your organization's recent community investments through methods like press releases. We have a press release template available on our website to use when crafting your message for local media to make sure that you're properly referencing the Community Foundation and the generous donors as well. Even if you don't use the template but would like Community Foundation support in getting the word out, please contact a member of the marketing team, which is myself, Bailey Ribb, and Kayla Ellis, and we'd be happy to provide you with a quote or any other information that you may need. During Mohawk Valley Gives, our annual community-wide giving day supporting Herkimer and Oneida County nonprofits, we offer a variety of different prizes, exclusive offers just for nonprofits that are participating, and other services as well. In just a few minutes, we'll get into all things MV Gives, so just hold tight. We always want to be in the loop of what our nonprofit partners are up to, and we want you to feel informed as well. As I mentioned before, we are here to support you when it comes time to creating press releases. We also send out our own releases to local media as well, and with grant opportunities, grant round outcomes, event invitations, and more. All the press releases we publish are available on our website under news if anyone is interested in checking them out. We also are always looking for photo opportunities with our partners. If there's a ribbon cutting, an event you'd like the Community Foundation to attend, or really any opportunity that you would like us to be present for, please reach out to a member of the marketing team and we can certainly try our best to attend and take some photos. We are constantly sharing updates on our social media pages, so be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and even YouTube for updates. Our handle is Foundation HOC, or just simply search the Community Foundation of Herkimer and Oneida counties. As I mentioned before, we'd be more than happy to provide you with a quote for any kind of publication that you're working on, but we also often reach out for quotes for our own publications. We love to feature success stories in our newsletters, publications, and on social media to let our donors and our supporters know what our nonprofit partners are up to. Now, let's dive into the results of our second annual community-wide giving day supporting local nonprofits named Mohawk Valley Gives. Many of you are likely already familiar with MV Gives, but for those who aren't, this event was established to support the needs of local community with the goal of engaging nonprofits, businesses, community residents, fund holders, and more to harness the community's collective energy for the greatest possible impact. Last year, on September 20th, 2023, the community came together and raised over $2.4 million. Yes, $2.4 million. That number is huge. All of the money went directly to the 255 participating nonprofits. We, as the host, do not make a profit from this giving day. The dollars raised go directly to the nonprofits. Donors can certainly give to the community foundation, but our focus is to support the nonprofits in meeting their fundraiser goals and just supporting them in as many ways as possible. Over 6,000 unique donors made over 9,000 donations, which is truly incredible. 2023 was the second year of Mohawk Valley Gives, and our total number of dollars raised tripled from the first year. It was just over $600K in the first year, and last year it was over $2.4 million. The number of unique donors and donations tripled as well from year 1 to year 2, which is a huge accomplishment for everyone involved. And the number of nonprofits that participated increased by over 100. We can't thank every single person who donated enough for making this day such a great success. The growth from year 1 to year 2 blew us away, and we are looking forward to what this year will bring. As you can see here on the map, donations rolled in from 46 states, including Washington, D.C. Donations also came in from Australia, Canada, Germany, Sweden, and the United Kingdom. This is the beauty of an online giving day. Donors can support their favorite causes from all across the world at any time. Save the date for Friday, September 20th, 2024, because Mohawk Valley Gives will be back for year 3. The MV Gives team is already brainstorming what we can do to make this year even bigger and even better. We have listened to your feedback and will do our best to make this giving day worth your while. Nonprofit registration will begin in the spring, so just keep an eye out for more details on that coming soon. Now, here is Nick Grimmer, our Director of Giving Strategies, with some more Community Foundation updates.
Hey everyone, thank you for sticking around and hearing about some of the capacity building resources that the Community Foundation has to offer. As Tiffany just mentioned, the marketing resources can be very valuable. Some of you may have marketing staff, some of you may have a committee of your board focusing on it. But the joint kind of pulling in the same direction strategy with the Community Foundation, the expertise that our team has, is something that you should look into. Joe mentioned earlier that this wheel is a really important graphic. It shows that the Community Foundation is just not here to write a check and be transactional with our relationships with you, and vice versa. You shouldn't just look at us as a piggy bank. Look at us as an organization that can help grow your nonprofit with administrative resources, strategies based around marketing, campaign planning, gift acceptance, plan giving. The right side of the wheel is really what I'm going to focus on for a couple of moments. If we want to go to the next slide, I would love, and there's many of you on this call right now that have met with our team and have entered into agency fund relationships. We're very open and transparent with how that would work. The benefits of having an agency fund here is the economies of scale. Instead of having nearly 200 not-for-profit organizations do their own thing on their own, why not pool our resources together? They're still our own resources, but that will give us access to some investment vehicles that otherwise on our own we can't access to generate more returns for the good work and the good projects that we have going on. There's a substantial fee savings. If we go back to the last slide, we're not ashamed that we know that our fees are fixed. We're very transparent with them, and these are the costs that you're going to see to access all of those resources that we have to offer our nonprofit community. And then Tiffany will pop ahead one more. You can see just a little description of the benefits. And this is certainly not a one-size-fits-all. Every not-for-profit has very unique and distinct needs. So we encourage you to reach out, certainly pursue those grant opportunities that Olivia and the team talked about earlier on those initial slides. But please take some time to come look at what things we can do to help build your capacity in a collaborative way through our agency fund program. Things like offering charitable gift annuities to your donor. I'm sure some of you didn't know that you can do that completely free through the Community Foundation. And those can be great vehicles to secure a unique gift that's very tax efficient for your donors that turns into a planned gift for your organization when that annuity runs its course. So little things like that are the capacity building strategies that we want to make sure that you're aware are available. And our time would be well spent if we talked about what your needs are and what products that the Community Foundation has in place that you can access and offer to your constituents. Because we need to get better at drawing more money for these nonprofits. We know that we're all doing great work. We know the Community Foundation certainly is fortunate to have the fund holders that we have that have provided resources to make sure that this community is well cared for going into the future. But what else can we do to continue focusing on increasing that pie? And we know we have many anecdotal case studies to show the more options that you offer your donors as far as fundraising vehicles, giving vehicles, especially focusing on tax efficiencies for their donors, yields better results. So again, let's talk about it. I won't get any more into it today because each organization, as I said earlier, is very unique. So we want to have a conversation based on what you need. But please look at us as that complete wheel when you think about the Community Foundation. We're not just here to look at a grant and say yes or no. We want you to be aware and your boards to be aware there's a lot more that comes along with this relationship and a lot more benefits that can be mutual that can be better for this community. So please reach out. All my contact information is very easily found, and I think it's at the end of this presentation, but we would love to spend some time with you to learn what you need and see what we can do to help. So I think we're going to get back to the start here with Olivia, and she's going to take it from here, but please, I hope that I get a few emails today to set up some meetings. Don't be shy. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thanks for sharing information on investment and gift administration services and benefits. I'd also like to share that the Community Foundation has meeting space available for our nonprofit partners' use. As we understand, meeting space can sometimes be a challenge. There are 2 conference rooms available at our location that can be accessed free of charge. Please contact operations@foundationhoc.org or visit foundationhoc.org/meeting-space for details. Well, we have come to the end of our presentation. We are excited for the new year and hope you are too. Be sure to visit our website often for news and updates. We appreciate your attendance and we are committed to enhance partnerships, engagement, and outcomes as we continue to create a vibrant region with opportunity for all. And for those of you that submitted questions, responses will be sent to all registrants, including the recording of this town hall. Thank you for your time and enjoy the remainder of your day.